Okay, here is ball one. Now, this is a one-day game, 34 overs each. It's at Shelley Park. We don't know how good that is. Okay, here we go. Ball one. And it's a beamer. Not a great way to start by Connie Bear. Connie Bear into bowl. And another bad ball. Another no ball. Not sure what happened there. So can't get his run up right just yet. Right, here we go. Ball one. And it's a full toss, cover driven, fielded there by cover for a dot ball. Connie Bear into bowl. And it's a flick, and they're going to get a leg by. And the umpire doesn't call it for anything, okay? I'm going to call it off. Oh, there we go. Leg by. So, what would be a good score on this ground? It's a reasonably sized ground, but it's got natural turf, so it's so there's no artificial, there's no astroturf, so the ball should get roughed up when it hits the dirt and hits the grass. But then again, it's a big ground, which means that boundaries will be tough to score, so it might favour the fielding team. And another no ball this time, and they're going to get a bye. Not a very good start for Diamond Creek here. And they're going to call it, got to call it as a bye. And another no ball. This might be a very bad start for Diamond Creek. Doesn't seem to be landing it properly. Let's just see if we can figure out what's wrong here. And Will Jones, the senior veteran of this Diamond Creek unit, just giving some advice. Here we go. Connie Bear into bowl. And it's leg glanced. And fine leg is running around. Are they going to get two? Are they going to get for free? And two there. Connie Bear into bowl. And it's cut into the third man region. Gonna get two. Yep, gonna settle for two there. So, a couple of twos there for the opening batsman. We've only had four legal deliveries. Connie Bear into bowl. And whoa! Seemed to just leave the right hander, but it ended up going through the gate. So the batsman overstretched and overcommitted, and in the end it just missed everything. Unusual play and miss there. Connie Bear into bowl. And ooh, cautiously left alone there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 off the over. It's none for 10. Okay, Start of the second over. So this will be Oakley. Oakley, left arm medium. And it's cut, and there 2 point for a dot ball. So let's have a look at the field for Diamond Creek. We've got slip, gully, point, fine leg, square leg, mid-on, silly mid-on, mid-off, and a short cover. Oakley into bowl. And left alone. A couple of dot balls there. He definitely is gentle running in. There's nothing too fast about it, which means he has to pitch the ball up. He'll have to look to find ways of drawing the batsman onto the front foot. There's two short fielders. And, ooh, played a bit awkwardly off the back foot. So there's two short fielders in short in front of the wicket. There is a short cover and a short mid-on. Oakley into bowl. And it's cover driven. And it's gone through the gap between the short cover and the point, and so they get one. So, Oakley into bowl. Oh, played off the back foot. Well defended. And defended. Just the one off it. It's none for 11. Okay, so there's been a change of bowling. So just the one over for Connie Bear, and now there is Sexton. Kane Sexton. Right arm, medium fast. And short, wide cut, straight to cover for a dot ball. So far, most of the runs that Diamond Creek have conceded are through sundries or through fielding errors. So as far as getting the balls in the right areas, they're getting lots of dot balls. Okay, comes into bowl, Sexton, and tries to leg glance it, but they two fielders there on the leg side swoop in. Sexton into bowl. And it's played away onto the leg side, and the fielder at square leg has to chase it. They're getting two, they're going to go for a third on the arm. Three there. Well, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far in terms of the outfield. Definitely the ball is getting away, so the fielders have to do a lot of work to chase it down. So hopefully we're going to see a nice big score. It's going to be high-scoring one-day games are always the most exciting. Comes into bowl, and it's a no ball. Oh, it's a wide. Sexton into bowl. And a no ball there. Tried to play it away into the offside, but couldn't beat the gap in the field. And it's played away, and just getting at the one there. So, Sexton into bowl. And drives it, but fielded there by Point for a dot ball. So once the Diamond Creek bowlers are able to get the ball onto the pitch, they are able to pretty much keep the batsman to only scoring in a couple of areas. And they aren't able to beat the field, so they're getting dot balls. Sexton into bowl. And it's a wild hit, and it's got, and yes, caught. The senior pro, Will Jones, taking the catch there. So wonderful stuff there, and the opener has to walk off. So finally they've gotten some reward at Diamond Creek, and the opener has to walk off. Probably just chatting about what they've done so far, the problems, the strengths, what needs to be done from here. So a successful wicket, but with a 34 over game, everything happens really fast, and you've got each bowler has a limited number of overs they can bowl, so you really just have to make sure you make the right decisions in a split second in order to make sure that you're in a good position. Alright, Sexton into bowl, and drives it back to the bowler for a dot ball. End of the over. I think that was a miscount though. It's 1 for 18. So the new batsman to face Oakley. And left alone outside the off stump for a dot ball there. Maintaining the same field with short cover and a short mid-off. Comes into bowl. And it's driven straight to mid-off. So let's have a look at the field. Mid-off, short cover, point, gully, slip, fine leg is a shortish fine leg, square leg, mid-on, and then a short mid-on. So the two fielders are mid-on and cover, who are short in front of the wicket. Comes into bowl and plays in a miss. Those are the really good balls that the left arm fast bowlers just sweat on, when the ball commits the batsman to a front foot shot and then it leaves the right hander and it goes past the right hander's edge, outside edge. That makes it really difficult for the batsman to figure out ways of scoring. Oakley into bowl. And a wicket! Well, another wicket has fallen. It was short of a length, just about at off stump or middle stump. The batsman tried to play it as a back foot shot. The ball slid across the batsman and ended up getting an outside edge, caught there by the keeper, and it must have been a very convincing nick, because immediately, without any hesitation, the keeper was up, the bowler was up, and then the umpire was up, in a different way of course. So a second wicket has fallen for Rosanna, and you have to worry, is this the same old Rosanna that's lost 5 games and only won 1? Is this, are we just going to see more of this throughout the rest of the day? Because that will not be a positive sign. We're hoping for some good cricket here. We're seeing a Diamond Creek do have the mettle needed to win, or to get into the finals, that is, to win enough games to get into the finals. And now, 2 down, but just 18 runs on the board. So, not looking good for Rosanna. Okay, here we go. New batsman. Oakley into bowl. And left alone. Outside the off stump again. Those balls that go across the right-hander are becoming a real nuisance. And the Rosanna batsmen are not sure how to play them properly. It's a wicket maiden on the cards here. Oakley into bowl. And he hit him. Alright, wicket maiden there. It's 2 for 18. Alright, so another change of the bowling. This time it's Damien Evans. Right arm off spin. Evans into bowl. And down the leg side, but no damage done. Dot ball. And plays it onto the leg side, and the fine leg fielder gets it. 1 run there. Pulls it, and it goes down to fine leg just for the 1. Evans into bowl. Back to the bowler. Bit of a spill there. Dot ball. Evans obviously bowls very fast. You can get it over quickly out of the way. And plays it, but straight to the fielder in short. Another dot ball. Wonderful bowling there by Evans. He's giving it some flight as he usually does. He's allowing the batsman to fall into a trap by committing too much one way or the other, depending on what he bowls. Comes into bowl. And it's cut. And it's just over the head of the fielder at point, and they have to chase it down. And they're going to get 2, and they're just going to get the 2 there. So, useful over there by Damien Evans. 4 runs off it. It's 22 for 2. Oakley to continue to bowl. And left alone. Outside the off stump. And left alone, outside the off stump again. The batsman making sure to swish his bat out of the way to make sure that nothing touches. There's the ball as it goes past. Oakley into bowl. And a big swoosh! A wild whoosh! But did not step into the ball, instead tried to plant his foot down the leg side to give himself room and just swung his arms wildly and did not make contact. Comes into bowl. And cuts. Just the one run there. And tries to play the pull shot, but does not make contact. It hits his body and it dribbles to the keeper, or bounces to the keeper, taken there by Bellingham. Dot ball. Still a very sunny day out here. Very warm, very humid. Comes into bowl. And it's a wild whoosh. And end of the over. It's 23 for 2. Evans to continue to bowl. Comes into bowl. And begins to push it. The batsman pushes at it, and half volley taken there by Evans. Evans comes into bowl and tries to leg glance it, and they do. And it's a quick single there. What are they gonna do? So Bellingham is directing. Oh, they got it's a short, fine leg, so they really shouldn't. There shouldn't be a run there. You really shouldn't allow runs down to short, fine leg, or fine legged in general, for a spinner, especially an off spinner. Oh, bit of a played it rather poorly. The ball bounced up more than he thought and popped up a little bit, but the fielder in short on the leg side was unable to take it. Evans into bowl and plays it onto the leg side, but this time straight to the fielder at short fine leg for a dot ball. Evans into bowl. And oh dear, that was a very bad shot. 40 was going to play the pull shot, tried to step back to give himself room, but the ball spun back into him, and in the end it crashed into his torso. So Evans into bowl. And left alone. Good over there. Just the one off it. It's 24 for 2. Oakley to continue to bowl. Comes into bowl. And pull shot, but doesn't connect. And it hits the body, and it comes harmlessly to the keeper for a dot ball. So the run rate is about 3 runs per over. So I think Rosanna should be very happy with what they've gotten started with. Comes into bowl. And pushes it back to the bowler for a dot ball. Comes into bowl. Left alone, dot ball. Comes into bowl. And left alone. So it's still hotter and hotter and hotter. Very warm. Comes into bowl. And tries to play the big shot. Single there. So played the pull shot through to square leg. And end of the over. It's 25 for 2. So Evans to continue. Slip, gully, deepish point, mid off, 2 fielders in close on the leg side. And left alone. So on the leg side there is short fine leg, short square leg, short mid wicket or short mid wicket. Then there's a square leg is deep, mid wicket is deep, and mid on is deep. And bowled. Well, that was a bad shot. We'd seen a couple of those through the previous couple of overs where when the batsman felt under pressure and didn't know what to do, his get out of jail shot was to step over to the leg side and play a wild big shot to try to hit the ball onto the leg side. And he wasn't dealt with in the previous over by Oakley, even though he played a couple of bad shots. But that time he was left exposed, and now a new wicket has fallen. And now it's deep trouble for Rosanna because it's not clear exactly how they're going to make some big runs here. So, very good wicket there by Oakley. By Evans. So the wickets have been taken by Sexton, Oakley and Evans. So now that's for Evans's first wicket. So the score is now 3 for 25. And serious questions are going to need to be asked. How are Rosanna going to be able to put up a competitive score considering the kind of situation they are in presently? Evans into bowl. And defended well. Evans into bowl. Down the leg side, tried to play a leg glance but missed it for a dot ball. So wicket maiden on the cards here for Evans. And left alone, wicket maiden for Evans. It's 3 for 25. So now the run rate has been descending quite rapidly. All the runs for Rosanna have dried up. And it's cut. Dot ball there. Comes into bowl. and plays it off the back foot. Dot ball there. So now that Diamond Creek have found a bowling pair that is working, that's keeping the runs down. The run rate is now down to about 2.5. Comes into bowl. And, well, that could not have been a worse drop catch there. One of the fielders yelled out mine so loudly, and yet the other fielder still kept running, and they collided and they dropped the ball. That could not have been worse. Comes into bowl and left alone. So, I mean, Diamond Creek must be thinking of going on the attack now. Just thinking, alright, we don't need to like be defensive, we don't need to worry about keeping the run rate down and keeping the boundaries out. We can actually keep taking wickets here. Comes into bowl. Hits the pad. Dot ball there. Comes into bowl. And down the leg side. End the over. It's 26 for 3. Evans to continue to bowl. He might just bowl out here. He's bowling it good enough. And, whoa dear, badly played there. Tried to play it off the back foot, but as the ball span back into him, and he wasn't prepared for it, so he had to jump back in order to keep himself outside the ball. Inside the ball. Hits the pad. Belated appeal there by Evans. Evans into ball. And drives it for a dot ball. Evans into ball. And driven very aggressively, and it's going to come back towards the bowler. 2 there. And they're happy with just the 2. Tried to play it onto the leg side, but not getting into proper position. If you're going to play it onto the leg side, you have to allow the ball to go inside of you. If you have to demand you have to stay outside the line of the ball, you're not going to be able to play it to the leg side. And left alone there. 2 runs off it, it's 28 for 3.